Owen Power with us in advance of this game with the Flyers tonight. Can you give us a little insight into the latest pairing with Rasmus Dahlin and how you feel it's evolving?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's good. I mean, it's pretty hard to say anything bad when you're playing with one of the best, if not the best defenseman in the world. So I think for me, it's been pretty easy to play with him, and I've had a lot of fun so far.
I go back to when you played at college and you were all over the ice. I remember going to see you at Michigan. I said, you're like a figure skater that has to hit all the quadrants in the ice in one shift. But with Dahlin, the last little bit here, you played more on the right side, I believe. Do you have to kind of think about it? I got to stay on the right, or he's going to be more on the left. We switch over a lot. Like, is there more thinking because of that, or it's easier to play because you guys are just, kind of touching all pieces of ice?
No, I mean, I think on the lineup sheet, I'm on the right side, but I think wherever you are on the ice, we kind of just play that side. So it's definitely a little less thinking where you don't have to worry about getting back to the other side all the time, and you just kind of read off your partner. So it's been good. Both of us have no problem playing both sides. So like I said, it's a little less thinking and just go out there and play.
Do you feel like you are taking enough risk offensively to help really push this team? Because obviously we've talked a lot this year about the goals for not being as high as they were a year ago.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's no different really.
Mm-hmm.
The kind of risk is still the same. I mean, I don't like to say risk, but kind of still trying to get up there in every play and kind of be the fourth man and try and create offense. So I mean, obviously the goals are not maybe not coming as much as they were last year, but I don't think that has anything to do with kind of how we're playing as a team and as a decor.
What about like the group of fours that you're playing with? Thompson, Tuck, Peterka, they seem to be going. You guys have been on the ice with them quite a bit as well. So when you see that you're playing with a group of forwards that are really playing with a lot of confidence, does that make you want to say, oh, I'm going to give them the puck a lot quicker, like let them do their thing? Or is there a different approach with different lines that you're on the ice with?
Yeah, I don't know. I think especially with the top lines, I mean, they want the puck as soon as you could get it to them. So I think for us, it's you kind of just want to get it in their hands as quickly as possible and kind of just find open ice because those guys could find you. So I think that's kind of how it is with a lot of guys on the team and with those guys especially.
Philadelphia, what's the challenge or scouting plan, if you will, against a team that, I mean, you're trying to hunt down here in the final half dozen?
Yeah, I mean, we know it's a big game. We know they're going to be coming hard, and I think we just got to kind of match their intensity. So I think for them, they're a hardworking, disciplined team, and we just kind of got to play our game and kind of play aggressive and just not let them outcompete us, really.
Lots of hockey, lots of things happening in the world of sports, right? I mean, baseball started, and you got the NCAA March Madness happening. But the Frozen Four has Michigan playing in the semi against BC. Did you see the Michigan State game? Were you at the edge of your seat? It was a 5-2 win, I believe, so it kind of was a little easier. But have you been keeping up with how Michigan is doing this year?
Yeah, I haven't been able to watch too many games, but I always kind of check to see how they did. So especially with the tournament going on, I've kind of followed the scores and watched if I could. So no, I mean, they got a good team this year again, and hopefully they get done. Anybody
that you were on the team is now like, they were probably freshmen coming in or second year. Anybody that you're like, I knew this guy was going to be good when I saw him?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of guys. I mean, there's some guys I went into as a freshman.
Yeah.
I think one guy, their captain, Jacob Truscott,
yep.
Who I think has taken a big step this year, both in his play and in a leadership role. And there's obviously some freshmen that were there in my second year that have kind of turned into real good players as well.
It's got to be weird to know that, like, they're still at Michigan and you're in your second year, like, in the NHL. Does that feel a little different? I remember when I played my first games in the NHL. I was 18. I went back to juniors after, and I was like, these guys are looking at me like I've played NHL games now. Like, it's just a little different.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've never really thought of it. I mean,
well, now you're going to be thinking about it because I said it.
Some of these guys are my best friends, so I don't think they really look at it like that.
Yep.
But no, I think if I was in that position and didn't really know the guy who maybe came back for some skates, maybe would think the same way. But I think the guys that I know and I played with don't really view it like that. So,
Good luck tonight. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.